Hey, what's going on?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Is it just you? Just one person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just me and my shoes.
Oh my God, I love that shirt.
Dude.
My name's Carmelo. Nice to meet
Carmelo.
you. Is it pronounced Sherlon?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
cool.
Yep. I went to a wedding, I wear a shoes, and now my shoes can't go back on my feet.
That'll happen.
It was good though.
That's good. All right. 17-minute trip. If you need chargers, they're below the console here.
Nah, you're pretty good. I need outside air though.
Go right ahead. Oh, let's see where you're going. Tampa Life?
Yeah.
So where are you heading to? All I have is an address.
What is the address there? 111 is a hotel.
West Fortune. Okay.
Yeah. Where are you from, Carmelo? Born and bred in Tampa?
No. 10 years in Kansas.
Okay.
And then 27 years around Florida.
Oh.
So almost all of it in Pinellas County, living in Pinellas County. But I've been working and playing in Tampa for 20 years now.
Okay. It's very quiet in this place.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, very quiet.
Yeah, it's always crazy to me, like, because I spend most of my time in Tampa, like downtown.
Okay.
And it's like, it's very busy, but as soon as you drive 15 minutes, like in any direction,
a whole different life.
it totally calms down.
Yeah.
Where like most other places, you got to drive for an hour or two to get this much of a vibe change,
Yeah, I noticed I was telling them, I'm from New York, so this is like so calm, it's scary calm.
Yeah.
It's like if you expect some tornado to come through or something.
I had some family living in Chicago, South Side.
Mm.
I always thought like I was like a city boy. So when I was an adult, I went back to Chicago, and I was like, nope, it's too crazy for me. To me, Tampa is as crazy as I would want it. As busy, like I want it to get busier, but I don't want it to be like a real downtown.
Crazy.
Yeah, downtown Tampa, you stand in the middle of it, it looks huge, but you drive 5 minutes and you're out of it. You're out,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go there tomorrow.
You're leaving tomorrow?
No, I'm gonna go downtown tomorrow because I'm almost downtown. Where the hotel is, it's right up there. So I just go across. They told me about like a 2-mile radius or something like that. And we're downtown.
Yeah. The way you're talking about like New York versus here, you might want to check out Ybor if you haven't already.
No, I think that's what they spoke about.
Okay, so downtown, 7 or 8 minutes east of downtown is our our Bourbon Street, basically.
Okay.
And that's Ybor, Y-B-O-R. So, and that's as crazy as it gets for 100 miles, 150 miles. Every kind of diversity, every kind of music, every kind of sexual preference, everything. It's everybody. Yeah, before 10, it's a very, very safe place. Kids, families, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
After 10, I mean, if you're from the city, it's not a problem. But for people that aren't, you just got to pay attention,
Yeah, I think my cousin was telling me that. He was like, oh, you can't go there with certain things. You can't do this with certain things.
I mean, there's a lot of assaults that happen, Like I dropped off these 3 girls that, they're used to city life. They like the attention, even the physical attention, even the unwanted attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're okay with that. They're getting their ass grabbed. They're gonna punch a dude. But then there's other girls that they get their ass grabbed and they're never going out again. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm not saying what's right or wrong, but Ybor's not for the faint-hearted.
Right.
I wouldn't go there with a serious girlfriend personally, unless I was rolling deep.
Mm-hmm.
Just learned about that place, Eyes Wide Shut. It's a, I don't know the right word, but it's like a sex club, like a swingers.
Oh.
But it's more than just like I'm only used to like swingers clubs just being couples that are interested in each other kind of thing, But like you can pay to watch people have sex. They call them voyeurs. You can pay an amount of money, like $200, $300, to have sex with your partner But when you pay that high amount, other voyeurs can watch and they can pay to join in. And I'm like, wow, that is fucking crazy. I mean, I'm not for it, you know, but if it's gonna be out there, I'd like to learn about it, you know what I mean?
Listen, it is your world.
It is.
It is your world, and you should be aware of what's going on around you.
Yeah.
You see, why be ignorant of what is around you, and it is there?
Yeah.
I mean, that is why you see a lot of things happening in life to people, because you're afraid to expose yourself to what is. It is there. There's nothing you can do about that.
Sherlon, that was me 4 years ago, for sure.
In a box.
Yeah. I was a very specific kind of way. I enjoyed the control that I had over my life. Very logical, very matter of fact. You know, I like it this way, and that's the way that it is. But driving for Uber has showed me, like you said, it's made me aware of what is going on. You know, I can close my eyes to it. That doesn't mean it's not going on. What's more interesting to me is not the club, because I've known of that club. I just didn't know how deep it went. But what was more interesting to me is the people who told me about it. There's a lot of stereotypes that are true, but there are some stereotypes that are like, they're the opposite. If you would have put couples in a line and said, who's the person that's going to this sex club, never would have chosen them. Never. They're not even
always the case.
Yeah, they're not even kinky people.
That's always the case.
I admit, like, I'm a very vanilla person, but I like a ridiculous amount of vanilla, if that makes sense.
I get you.
So I'm watching this guy, no shade, heavy set, nerdy white dude that is a what do you say, civil engineer. So I'm asking questions and whatnot, and I was like, so what are you interested in? Like, when you go here, tell me, because I that's not who I am. I just want to know. And he's like, well, I'm a civil engineer, and you know, job's really boring, and I don't know, I'm just looking for some kind of stimulation. Coming from this nerdy, heavy-set white dude with this really attractive girl, I'm thinking, like, stimulation. Why don't you blow her back out for a whole weekend?
Right.
Like, that's my version of stimulation. Let's see if we can break a record. You know, but this dude's talking about watching random people fuck in a room, and he's saying it like it's nothing. Like, yeah, like the way I would talk about choosing a burger joint. And she's talking about it, and she's like, yeah, you know, kind of interested. I'm more interested in, like, not watching people fuck, but how they do it, because everybody has their. And I'm thinking, like, what, and they're so serious. And I never thought about that. Like, as soon as I dropped them off, before I picked you up, it's just so mind-blowing. I pulled over to the side of the road just to, like,
process it.
Yeah.
Be like, did I just hear that?
Well, I was like, you know, man, it's different to me. It's definitely different to me. But I was thinking, like, if I were walking, you know, through like, I used to live in an apartment complex, but if I was walking through an apartment complex and I heard people having sex, I'm sure my curiosity would make me glance over. But if I saw them having sex, would I watch them? No.
Yeah,
and then to pay for it, like, yeah. Like, they came from Colombia, the oldest restaurant in the state, which is in Ybor.
Okay.
So they came from there. It's a very nice place. You know, you don't just go there on a whim. They look good. You know, they've not too many people have style nowadays. And they're having this conversation. I'm like, this is wild to me.
People have fantasies, man.
Yeah.
What you would think is ridiculous, some people live for it.
Yeah.
Some people live for it. St. Martin, I'm from St. Martin, and I used to manage a hotel.
Yep.
And participated in that with a couple. There's a husband and his wife, and he sat there and he jerked himself up and looked at his wife suck your dick and whatnot. And
He watched his wife with you?
Yeah, I had guys. I used to manage a hotel.
Yeah.
Rich people
Sure.
would go, and you can tell they're business people, and they do not spend time with their wife to satisfy them like that sexually and stuff. And I used to get guys coming. They'll be like, "Oh, do you have anything for us later tonight?" Whatnot. And I would have like guys coming. I'm like, "Dude, you want to make some money?" And you pay like $1,000, $800. They spend their money was just look at their wives having fun with these guys.
Yeah.
You know, and they would sit there, jerk themselves up and whatnot. I personally did it 2 times, you know. And I'm like, the first time I laughed, I was laughing nonstop.
During it?
Yes, because I couldn't believe it. I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, I like you. You think it's funny? I'm like, this is. Because I can never be with somebody and have another dude stroking her right in the presence of me. Like, I mean, I got enticed to do. And then at one time they fucking her, he's like, fuck her harder. And then he's like, maybe you like that? I told you this would be our best trip. And they're behaving like that. You know, and I'm like, whoa. And then I started to invite my friends to it because working there you couldn't get.
Why not? Now it's a theme park, yeah.
So people really go there for that. And then you used to do it on a beach. It was a beach. You just walk and they walk with money in their hand, and once you see your money in their hand, you know they're selling. So,
no way. Yeah, you know, and people are just running around with secrets. You know? They I had it's a long time. It's 2 years ago. I had a couple in the car. Awesome couple. And one of them wrote in that book back there, the Uber driver let my boyfriend fuck me in the back of his car for $100. That's what she wrote in there. It didn't happen. But when she wrote it in there, I started getting $100 offers from couples
to do their shit.
Yeah. And I didn't understand where it was coming from. But it would happen at least once a week, at least. I actually told this story to people. You know, people will ask me if I read the book, and I explain to them why I read it, so that way I know where some of this shit is coming from. And I got this really nice, wholesome couple in the back of the car, and I was telling them, I'm like, I think that's so crazy how people want to fuck their special woman in front of some guy. And the girl goes, we do that all the time. And I said, what do you mean? You do what all the time? And she's like, have sex in Ubers. I'm like, wait a minute. Of all the Ubers you take, how many do you ask? And she's like, almost all of them. I'm like, how many say yes? She's like, about half. I'm like, half? Half of the Ubers? And I'm like, that's crazy. They're like, would you do it? I'm like, no, I won't do it. I'm like, but I'm interested in this. Why do you do it? What if I wasn't here? What if you just had my car? They're like, no, it's not about that. It's about being vulnerable and letting that vulnerability go. To know that you're being watched. The guy was like, if you don't look at us, then it's a waste.
It's not.
So you want me to look. And he's like, yeah.
They want you to look. They want to be seen.
I mean, I'm not going to knock it. Whatever you want to do, you do. But like you said, like you could never be with somebody and share them like that.
How do you get to that point?
If I was dating a girl and she mentioned going to Eyes Wide Shut, the sex club, that would be it. Just like, at least for me, just your interest in it. I'm out.
Yeah, because regardless if you go there or go not, she wouldn't be faithful.
Yeah, there's something else going on, you know.
Yeah.
Like I met this guy today, and he and his wife regularly cheat on each other. But they cheat on each other like an argument. They had an argument, so he's going out to go fuck a 20-year-old. She knows he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, and he's gonna come back. She's gonna go out and fuck her boss. Like, this is what they do. But they're not like, he's not like, he's just, yeah, stupid bitch. Whatever. Like, that's how, like, he's not jealous. He's not, if that's the life you want to live, I mean, I guess, do it. More power to you, you know? Yeah, they wear the same clothes as we do. You don't know.
Yeah, but just mentally they're different.
Yeah.
Mentally they're different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
I like it though. I like getting little samples of life that I will refuse to live. You know?
Yeah, but my ass was sat there. I would look at you 4.5 times. I would not turn my eyes.
Yeah.
I want to see everything.
Yeah, that's what I love about Uber, man.
Hey. Well, once you're safe and you're not causing no trouble or get into trouble, you're good to go.
Yeah.
One life to live.
Sherlon, good conversation,
All
man.
right,
Good meeting you.
Yes. Stay safe out here
Will do.
and stay cool.
Thank
You're
you,
good
thank you.
people.
Try to be. I've been built by my Uber riders.
Hey. Well, I'm sure you get 1 or 2 assholes. So.
Yeah, but hey, you know, there'd be no such thing as a sunny day if it didn't rain every once in a while, you know?
I am just saying.
Yeah.
The Uber. You on your book.
Yeah, some people tell me their secrets, some people write them down.
Hey. Do it. Catch you later. Take it easy.
Have a good one.
All right.
I mean, I'm not gay, but holy fuck.